Hey, what's up, guys? Weaver here. I'm going to try to make this as short as I can. But you know me, I talk a lot. But anyway, we should be in activity 1.6. So the three things that you need to have open on your computer are activity 1.6 and PLTW so we can follow along. I'm actually going to teach you via computer today, via video. So you're going to need to follow along. So I'll give you a second to kind of get these things pulled up. In the meantime, I'll keep talking. You need PLTW curriculum activity 1.6. We're on bug blasters. You need to have your MIT App Inventor open. Okay, we're going to be importing a file here shortly. And also, you need to have open My Document in Google Classroom for activity 1.6. Bug blasters. We are going to isolate the problem. We're going to find the bug, squash the bug, and then debug, get rid of the bug, and correct the code. It's fairly easy. You guys should remember this from last year as far as debugging. Basically, you're going to follow along in MIT App Inventor and your PLTW, okay, on activity 1.6. You're going to need to download this file, Study Buddy, this Study Buddy Fix Me AIA file. Download it. It's going to go to your computer. Then you're going to import it by going to projects and go to import project AIA. Okay. You will not have the program running until you import it. So I'm going to say it again. You need to download from PLTW right here under resources, activity 1.6, study buddy fix me.aia. Go to MIT App Inventor, go to My Projects, import AIA from my computer, and then find the file that's on your computer, and it should show up, populate into your projects, and it should open up. And it's going to look something like this in your designer mode. Okay, and your view layer is going to look like this. Right now, it looks fine, but there's some problems. But let's go through some things real quick. Through PLTW, you can read through this stuff on your own. You guys know what debugging is. You know what bugs are. You know what errors are. Okay. You know that we are going to isolate the problem, isolate the bug, which if I look at my document, it says, what does debug mean? I think I just said it. Isolating the problem. Then my question says, what two features does App Inventor check as you build code? We'll get to that in a moment. I'm giving you the answers. Okay. Review steps for debugging. You can do that on your own. You should already know that. We use the incremental approach and we test as we build. If there's a problem, we fix it. Okay. Incremental approach. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Here's some helpful features that MIT has. Okay. App Inventor provides helpful debugging features. Now, you will explore these features and learn new skills to isolate and debug programs. Okay. We have here warnings, okay, and errors. This nice little yellow exclamation point, warning, warning. This X, error, it's not going to work. What two features does App Inventor check as you build your code? Well, it has a warning and an error. As we build, if that shows up, then there's something going on and we need to go correct it. Okay, that was easy. Moving on. Okay, you can add comments. The programmer adds comments, in this program that you're going to work on today to try to correct, there are comments that guide you and navigate what you need to do to solve the problem. Okay? You can continue on. You guys know how to right click on your block and duplicate. Those are just some helpful features that it has. You can collapse your blocks if you want to not see this because you already corrected everything, and you can collapse it so you can work on another block. That's fine. That's a collapse feature. Um, Moving on, you can add comments. I just went over that. Moving on. If you click the question mark, it opens up the comment. You click it again, it closes the comment. Okay. Moving on. We can disable a block if we need to, and then you can go back and enable it. Okay. So this is very useful if you're trying to find a bug in your program, because you can test each step separately to see whether it does what you expect it to do. So this is a great example of testing your code incrementally. Okay, you can disable this block and go test the other blocks, see if they're working properly. Okay, we're just trying to isolate the problems here. When you disable the block, it turns gray, so it's not going to work anymore, and then you can go and concentrate on other things. Okay. In other words, once disabled, the speak block is no longer an active code. This means even though it is in the program, it will not execute when you run the app because you disable it. You can always right click and enable the block again. Okay. I went over collapsing the blocks. You and a partner can go and read this in depth if you want to know more details. I'm just kind of skimming and scanning real quick and get you started on the exercise. So you're going to work with a partner, and you're going to work on steps 2 all the way to 7. Now, just because it's 2 to 7 doesn't seem like a lot of steps. There's a lot of things you need to do within the app, okay? So what you need to do is, once you imported it into MIT, you need to deploy the app. So here's a helpful tool that we learned in class as well. If you're not deploying the app on another physical device, you can do it on your own device by splitting your screen and then going to your apps here and finding MIT App Inventor 2 Companion and typing in the 6-digit code by going to Connect, go AI, type in your unique code that it gave you, INHORH is mine, and then connect with code. That way you can try it out on your own device rather than having 2 separate devices. Gotta wait for it. Okay, so it looks normal, right? So let me see if it does what it's supposed to do. Actually, let's read what it's supposed to do. Okay, here is the Study Buddy app. Here's the description. The main functionality of the Study Buddy is to allow the user to write and color on an image. It is a fun way to complete worksheets and label images. Currently, the app has a picture of a cell and its organelles. So basically, the user can color and label the cell with the fingertip, canvas dragged event handler, draw a filled in circle or dot by tapping on the canvas, triggered by the canvas touch event handler. Note that the circle drawn on the canvas must be filled with the color the user chose. It can adjust the size of the circle drawn by using the slider component, and it can choose color like yellow, blue, or green using the buttons provided. It can also clear the canvas by hitting the clear button, and it can take a picture using the device's camera and replace the current background image, the cell, with a new picture. Okay, so that's what it should do. Let's see what it does. If I choose yellow and I color the canvas, it's green. If I choose blue, color the canvas, it's red. Color the canvas green, it's yellow. If I clear, it's not clearing. If I take a picture, click on take picture, it should deploy the camera to turn on, which it is not. Dot size, let's see if I can draw. Nope, it's not. It's not even drawing a dot. There's something wrong with it. That's ugly coloring, and I want to clear it. It's not clearing. So it says take a few minutes to read the comments to better understand each event handler's purpose. Test the app. Okay, we just did that. Take turns fixing the bugs. So you need to isolate the bugs and use as many debugging strategies as you need to isolate the bugs and fix them. When you have finished debugging your program, compare your work with another or with your partner and describe to the other team how you found the bug. So maybe you go to another team member or another team, and explain to them if they're having difficulties trying to fix this. So basically, I want you to correct this app because it's not working properly. I can't even clear it. Okay? So if I go back to MIT App Inventor, I need to correct it. Here's the camera here, but it's not even being deployed. I don't know why. You will need to go to each deal. So let's say we're on screen 1, which is our home screen, right? And we have a bunch of code that's already there for us. We need to go and click on, oh, I just collapsed it. I need to open that up. Expand my block. There we go. So basically, here's what I was explaining to you as far as a feature. This looks like a bunch of code that I need to correct, but I want to focus on one. I can go and collapse each block so I can get a better view and just focus on one block. So if I collapse everything, I can just focus on the one block I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and expand this block so I can see it, and expand this block again to see it. So that's the expand and collapse function. But it also has the question mark, where if I click on the question mark, it's going to tell me what it should do. Okay? And then I need to kind of correct the code to see what it needs to properly do. Here's a clue. Let's see, here's green button. I can probably read this and kind of figure it out. I'm going to give you this one, right? When green button click, do set canvas 1 paint color to yellow. That's not right. So obviously I need to do something, right? Oh. Maybe I need to change it to green. You decide. Okay, go through each block of code, correct them, isolate the problem. Your camera's not working. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think you can figure that out, why the camera's not working. Why is the camera not working? I don't know why. You tell me. You fix it. Here's your warnings down here. Here's your error. Show you warnings. It's showing them. Click on there. This block should be, oh, there's an answer. Do you see that? Okay. Hide warnings, show errors. Also, I'm going to give you another answer here real quick, because on my doc, it says, if you see a red circle on a block, it means the program has what type of error rather than just a warning. I think that's somewhere over here. What type of error is that? I do believe it's going to be a compiler error. Compilation error. If you see a red block or a red circle on a block, it means the program has a compilation error. Issues in a program's code. Boom, answer there. So again, debug, isolate the problem, put in your designer mode here, designer view screenshot here, and then put in your blocks editor control layer screenshot here, and then you're done. If you have any questions, check with another team. All right, Weaver out.